All right, welcome to Champagne Convos, the podcast. This episode is powered by Pure Fuel, great hydration, energy, the whole nine. Shout out to the crew. Thank you so much.
You're
I got
welcome.
a very special guest in the building today. Baltimorean, fellow Baltimorean. You already know what it is.
Yeah.
Pure Fuel brand ambassador, fashionista, Charlotte-based, Winston-Salem alum.
Yes.
She be outside, but she don't. You got to catch her when you can. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't catch her on that one Saturday, you got to wait a quarter till you catch her again.
A quarter is crazy.
I'm just stating facts. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
Hey, welcome to the show. Big London Eubanks. How you feeling?
Hey, how are you? I'm happy to be here.
Hey, I'm coolin'.
That's a crazy intro. I might need to use that. I might have to borrow that a little later.
I'm just calling it how I see it. That's the best I can do.
You know, but the crazy part is I used to be outside.
When?
On Micah levels. When I first moved to Charlotte in 2020, I was outside. It was Batman and Robin.
I wouldn't say that out loud again.
I would, because I wasn't doing what he was doing, but I was outside.
Okay, respect,
No. I went home.
So you was present, you just wasn't participating.
I'm the homegirl that will drop you off to the link after we've been outside. So like I'm the
Everybody
designated.
needs those homegirls.
Yeah, I'm the designated driver that, you know, I can get you to that link, so you ain't gotta you know.
Okay.
I'm not picking you up, but I'll drop you.
You'll drop. No 4 a.m. pickups though.
Absolutely not.
All right.
Honestly, for a fee, I might do it.
Sheesh. All right.
I mean, if it's an emergency, and like, yeah, I would. Maybe not even for a fee. If it, because protect Black men. So,
I like that.
I would. If you're a good friend of mine and you tell me you stranded, yeah, I probably would. I'm gonna cuss you out, but
that's all right. Well, look, we here with London Power by Pure Fuel. Y'all check that out. We're gonna start this off the way we always started off. So we're gonna play a game called Word Chess.
Ooh.
And so Word Chess, basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you a word. All I want you to do is respond with 1 or 2 words of what comes to mind as soon as I say that word.
Oh God.
All right.
Okay, let's do it.
All right. First one, Baltimore.
Crab cakes. Club mix. DJ K Swift, Drew Hill Park.
Fire. Damn, that took me back.
I mean, I'm a West Sider.
Okay, we're going to park that. We're going to come back to that.
Mm-hmm.
Ego.
Destruction. Big destruction.
Accountability.
Important. Essential. Part of growth.
Romance.
I could do without it. As an adult, I could do without romance. I think that there's an element that's important to it, but I don't think that it is pivotal to create a lasting relationship.
Ladies, her words, not mine. Her words, not mine.
I can expound on it later.
Standards.
Must have. Absolute bare minimum. Have to. Bedrock.
Attraction.
Essential.
Essential. We're going to come back to that one too. Submission.
God.
Ooh. God. Okay. I know what kind of episode this is about to be. I like that. Discernment.
Part of growth, part of submission, part of respecting God. Yeah.
Boundaries.
I would say my mother.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta. Yeah.
All right, we're gonna start there.
Okay, let's do that.
Boundaries and your mother comes to mind. How's that?
Because fun fact, I am no contact with my mom going on 2 years, and it's crazy. A lot of people are surprised that I did that because my dad died in 2011. So for me to have gotten to the point where I went no contact, people are like, "Oh, I wouldn't have seen that," because my mom was one of those people where she made sure the outside looked good, but inside the house was chaos. So I grew up in what we would consider like organized chaos. She was one of those people that don't tell my business type thing. You know, I had the latest everything. Like you wouldn't have known. Hair fried, dyed, laid to the side. Like I was one of the first with a cell phone and all that stuff. But emotionally and inside our house, couldn't have been.
Wow.
Yeah.
So how does that make you operate today? Like
I think I still struggle with that. Yeah. So I had a financially present but physically absent father. And then I had a mom who, she grew up horrible. You know, she didn't have her parents. She was raised by her grandparents. She's from New York. They sent her to South Carolina when she was a kid. And she didn't have active parents. And then having a grandmother that was like raising her. And then the aunts that were in the house were abusing her. And then she was abused growing up. Mm-hmm. She just did not. I think my mom shouldn't have had children. Respectfully.
Do you think that she did the best that she could, or?
No. No, because I think that when you have a child, like, I don't have any kids for that reason. Like, I'm 36. I don't have any kids. I've made the conscious decision to not walk into parenthood as a single mom if I can avoid it. But I think that when you have kids, it's not enough to just say I did the best that I could. You have to do the work. Mm-hmm. So, because that work is required of us as kids to forgive them when they mess up. There's a heavy level in the Black community for sure of, forgive, they did the best they could. It's kind of weird. Yeah. It's an expectation and a demand, but then on the parent side, there's 100% no accountability.
Okay, so let me push on this a little bit, and you tell me if I push too far.
No, I'm an open book.
Okay, so when I ask, do you think she did the best that she could? Your immediate knee-jerk reaction was no. Mm-hmm. How do you know that?
Because I took time to sit with it on a deeper level. And I think
with it or with her?
With it and with her. We went to therapy.
Okay.
And a lot of her answers were superficial.
Gotcha.
It was what I did, what I purchased, what I put you in. I put you in private school. I did this, I did that. The bare minimum was to just hug, kiss, say I love you. And she admitted to me in a therapy session, she was like, the therapist asked her something, asked me and her, when did we see the breakdown? We both agreed around that 12, 13 phase. And she was like, yeah, she became a bitch then.
Oh, okay. So accountability was absent.
Yeah. It was almost like she was kind of mad. I look just like my dad. So I think that element, and then how close I was to him as a little girl, she might have felt the spare parent, and then that resentment kind of cooked. But then mothers with first daughters, that's a whole nother journey by itself.
That's a podcast on its own.
Yeah,
right there.
Yeah. So I think I don't think she did her best. And my mom is intelligent. She's got her master's. She studied criminal justice and psychology. She's not slow at all. She's very aware of what she's doing.
So your perspective is this was a conscious decision to not be the parent that she could have done.
Correct.
Got it.
Because it comes from selfishness. Like, people don't really realize that as people, we're naturally selfish. Mm-hmm. So when you're selfish, then at a certain point you're selfish. That's you true. Recognize it. And you're the adult. You got 33 years on me.
Yeah.
So, and then to be fair, you had the best example of horrible parents. So you knew what not to do.
Yeah, she knew the inverse.
She knew the inverse. Yeah,
yeah.
Like, you had the prime example of what not to do, and you walked right into it.
Yeah, I've never lived your experience.
Yeah, for sure.
But what I've learned recently is, and I said this actually to Salim a couple of months ago, like, our relationship with our parents tends to kind of fluctuate from, like, in the beginning they are your hero.
Yeah.
Right, and then they become the villain. And then they're just human.
Mine was never my hero. That was the crazy part. Mine was never.
Even at a young age,
neither one of them were never my hero.
Where do you think that's rooted? That you never saw, highly revered your parents?
I think that for me, I saw their flaws up front. I wasn't like a normal kid.
At 2?
Nah, at 2 you can't remember that. But I remember being young, like 6, 7, and just looking at them like, I don't think y'all supposed to do this.
Were there other examples out there that you were comparing them against, or it just didn't feel right?
It sounds crazy, but it was like an internal knowing that I was just like, I almost wonder if other kids feel that, like, where they're like, I can't wait to grow up and get away from this.
I feel like there are kids that feel that way.
Yeah, like where you're just like, I don't know what the standard is, but I don't think this is it.
Because I would liken that to, like, when kids feel like they're adopted, and then they find out later in life that they're adopted. Like, it's just this thing that doesn't feel
If
right.
I didn't look like my parents, I would probably have wondered if I was like, did I belong with them? But I look smack like my dad. Like, there's no denying it. So,
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So is there, in your mind, any room for reconciliation with your mom?
No, because we did the no contact. I did that once before, back in like the 2015, 2016 era with her. And it lasted for about 2 years. And I was happy with it. But I got sick. And then I had to go to Baltimore. And she's there.
Yeah.
And part of me was like, when you're sick, good or bad, you still want that familiar era.
Right.
So, and my best friend had just died in the top of 2020. And I was out of my mind. Like I just lost my job. Everything that could go wrong was going wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And my mom was like reaching out. But that's a trend when I started going to therapy and looking at it. She's more helpful when I'm failing.
Mm.
So, because there's an opportunity for her to fix and be that like hero to me.
Gotcha.
Which is weird.
Do you think that her desire to be there when things aren't going well for you is maybe on her end, she's looking at it from the perspective of, I didn't do well by her on the front end. This is my opportunity to show I'm worth something.
I think a little bit of that and a little bit of like I can get the praise for when she gets it together.
Okay. So you don't think her intent is pure? I
think some of it is. I think some of it. I think no one is inherently bad or just nasty. I do think that most of it is rooted in her childhood and wanting praise. Yeah. It doesn't matter like whether we get along or not. She wants to know that the person closest to her, which would be her child, sees her.
Got it.
In some sort of, positive way. Yeah.
So this is rooted in her own childhood trauma.
Yeah. My mom is walking in what happened to her at 4 and 5. She has not passed 4 or 5.
Wow. Yeah. It's interesting.
Emotionally.
That on the front end, you describe her as highly intelligent, mm-hmm. highly successful.
Very, very well. She should have been a lawyer.
And so what I'm hearing from you is she is emotionally, though, mm-hmm. a 4th grader.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
I would say maybe take it back, like 1st, 2nd. And I mean, honestly, because emotionally, that's where like her heavy wound started. Like, your parents sending you to South Carolina to her mother's mother, and then just leaving you. And then went on, and they had other kids, and all of their kids were spread out between my grandfather's side of the family, which is in Philly. Mm-hmm. And so, they sent them kids everywhere.
Gotcha. Man. So, and this is, again, me playing devil's advocate.
Oh, no,
so I'm sure there are people listening to this that experience mm-hmm. something parallel mm-hmm. to this, right? And so what I venture to throw out there is, yes, she grew up in a rough environment, right?
For sure.
Like tough situation.
Real tough.
The reason I'm pushing on it is like, is there any world that you could give her grace around, you saw a certain level of parenting mm-hmm. that you might actually believe that what you delivered was worlds better than that.
Yeah.
But the bar was in hell.
The bar was in hell for sure. I have given her so much grace and so much forgiveness in my mind that I think, and I will continue to give it to her because I see her as a woman. When you become a woman, mm-hmm. you start to see your parent that same gender. So as a man, I think you see your dad as a man mm-hmm. and you're able to see it. So I'm able to compartmentalize each of my parents in different ways. My father, watching him die, I saw the little boy in him. Mm. You know what I mean? And learning more about his story after he died, I learned more about my dad once he was dead than him being alive. And so that was crazy from like family and stuff. So I have an immense amount of love, respect, fond memories because there's good memories even in the chaos with my mom and stuff like that. So I put them all in one area, but gotcha. I'm heavy on the accountability because it was always given to me to be accountable. So I didn't have a lot of room to make mistakes.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think that you not having a lot of room to make mistakes limits your ability to give people too much leg room to make mistakes?
1,000%. You shuffle too funky. You got to go.
I'm with you though. I hold myself to a certain
too smooth you out.
Too smooth you gone.
Bye.
That's all. I like that.
It's crazy. It's time to get funky. I'm out.
All right. So you you definitely old. But so you said that like that impacted you making the decision to not, have your own children at this stage.
Yeah.
Like talk me through, like, cause I'm sure there are plenty of women in a scenario where they're like, yo, I'm not having children right now. until the scenario makes sense.
Yeah. But our scenario keeps getting worse. So my thing was 4 years ago, I was like, okay, I'm going to do it by the time I'm 35.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of need to be in a relationship. I'm old school. Like I'm not,
sure,
no shame to anyone that is a baby mama, but I'm not willingly going to walk into being a baby mom.
You ain't signing up for it.
No, absolutely not.
Mm-hmm.
I could die on that table. There needs to be some assets that are guaranteed that are left behind.
You thinking?
You know? Because, I mean, honestly, people say, oh, marriage is a piece of paper. So is your diploma. So is your social security card. So is the title and the deed to your house.
Yeah.
Those papers mean something.
It means legacy.
Correct. And I want those papers to be in conjunction with me and my husband. So, yeah. But no, I really wanted to have kids. I wanted that. I thought I'd have kids by the time I was like 30. Let's laugh together. But it just, the more time passed, and then like now just seeing what's happening with women and our rights.
Right.
And then being Black. And then what if I give birth to a son and, you know, because somebody take mine out, you know, I'm smiling in my mugshot.
So do you think that a lot of that is rooted in fear?
So, yeah, so much of it is rooted in fear, but some of it is also a conscious decision that I don't want to give you the bare minimum. I want you to have a running head start. I don't want to bring you into one-sidedness. Poverty is more than just what you have.
Right.
You know, I don't want to bring you into poverty and your daddy live over here and I live over there. You know, like I'm not from here. So God forbid daddy's from New York or Vegas or something. Like, is he coming here?
Right.
Or am I going there? Like,
no, I get it now. Like, so
it's something I had to come to terms with.
Yeah. So if I circle back to the beginning of this, it was your mother didn't do the things that you would expect of a parent.
Yeah.
And now your response to that in your life is, I'm not going to put any child in that situation unless I know for sure I can deliver against the expectations that I have.
And a little bit beyond the expectation that I had. Like, I want to be able to deliver you into a healthy, wealthy environment in more ways than one. So I don't want you to get here and then need to be in therapy at 25 to 45 to fix all that stuff. So, I mean, don't get me wrong. I feel like I would create gorgeous humans. I mean, yes, but it's more than that.
Yeah. No, I get it. I think I talk a lot about risking the disappointment.
Yeah.
You know, and that's why I always push on stuff like this, where I'm like, I get that, like, you survived something that was not ideal, to say the least, but you survived. Yeah. Right. And the same way that you're like, yo, my mom saw what bad looked like. You should have been able to do good. You're the upgraded version of that. You've seen bad and you know what good actually should look like in practice. Why not ever, like, even if this situation isn't ideal, risk the disappointment of not meeting your own expectations? Correct.
And I think some of that is fear and some of that is, well, I had custody of my godson for a couple of years. And he was like the last thing I did before I left Baltimore. Like when he went back home, I was so depressed. I moved up out of that house.
You had to go.
I had to go. I came on down to North Carolina. I had to find myself again because I was in full mommy mode. Like, I loved being a mother. I loved being able to mother him. I loved being able to step in. His mom is my childhood best friend. And Nina and I met when we were 15. And we're still, to this day, our relationship evolves so much. Yeah. But it's still that nucleus of I can come back and call her. Yeah. But for her, when he was born, I had just turned 18. She had just turned 18. And so we literally...
Kids raising kids.
Yeah. And part of me helping her with him, I was in Winston. So...
Oh, yeah, because you would have been a freshman. Yeah.
I was a freshman when he was born. He was born in December. Wow. Of 07. So, and, you know, being able to step in when she needed someone to step in and take him, that showed me that, like, I can do it. I can do it in a healthy way. But it was a lot of work. And he was a young man. He needed a man. Yeah. He needed a man. Yeah. And neither one of us had one. I was going on dates while he was asleep, calling the babysitter, like, hey,
you gotta hold it down.
I need you. I just need a few hours to go out and have a drink. Like, but
that's crazy.
I salute all the single moms. Yeah. I salute all the single moms. But I wouldn't put myself in that situation if I didn't have to be.
I get it.
True. Marriages fail, spouses die, people leave. Those things are you can't plan for them. But
facts.
To willingly walk into it with somebody that I know he ain't right.
That's true.
That's neglect. That's me neglecting that child.
And that's the accountability that you've been talking about, right? Like, take responsibility for who you even potentially put yourself in that situation.
And because I want a kid, I'm going to go have one and I know the situation isn't ideal. That's not right.
No, you're right. There's too many women out here, too many people out here, let me say it that way, having children like they're accessories.
Yeah, or they do it to brand you. Like, look at DDG and Haley. He did that on purpose. He did that on purpose. He had to make sure he stamped her. So no matter what she does in life, she still has to associate this man to her.
I don't know enough about the situation to speak on it, but that sounds outlandish.
That's crazy, but men are out here trapping you. They didn't try to trap me. I'm telling you.
Okay.
Men do it more than women.
All right, before we serious it out too much, we already jumped in the deep end, right?
I know, right?
So talk to me about Baltimore. So we said Baltimore, we said crab cakes, Drew Hill Park, Club Mix, like West Side.
West Side is the best side.
Talk to me about growing up in Baltimore. Like, I think, in my opinion, one of the most underrated cities in the country.
Yes, 100%. We get a bad rep because of The Wire. The Wire didn't do us any favors.
Yo, stop walking up to Baltimore people asking us if it's like The Wire. Please stop walking up to people from Baltimore.
Asking me that. I'm so sick of it because every time I'm going to give you a different answer.
It's a TV show.
I tell them it's worse.
Oh.
I tell them it's worse. Because if you're dumb enough to ask me that without going and taking a look, I mean, we've had enough big stuff in Baltimore to happen to let you know it's not.
It's a TV show. How many shows happen in New York? I told this one girl
we didn't have doors.
And she rolled with it?
Yeah.
That's nasty.
I let it. It rocked out the whole semester at Winston.
No, she's bugging.
She turned on The Wire. You know, like in the little community area in your dorm where the TVs and like the refrigerator and all that stuff is. I was sitting in there one day and I was like folding my clothes and just kind of chilling. And she came in. She looked at me. She was like, I'm going to turn on The Wire. I was like, all right.
Okay.
Mind you, still don't know this girl's name to this day. She was like, is Baltimore like this? I was like, no, it's worse. I was like, we got rats running around. I didn't have any doors growing up.
No doors is nuts. You lived in a hut? That is crazy.
I legit told her, I said, yeah, no, I didn't have any doors growing up.
It's just a wild question to me. I don't understand where it's coming from because, like, The Wire is probably the only thing a lot of people know.
Ask people from Chicago that.
I say the same, bro.
Yes.
Power is based in New York. Do you ask anybody who lives in Brooklyn?
New York got way more rats than us, and they literally sell for 5,500, 400 square feet.
It's expensive as I don't know what, bro.
For 5,500.
My answer to that is always though, Baltimore is just like any other city you go to.
It is.
There are good parts, and there are parts that if you don't know nobody, you don't have no business being there. Myself included.
I would say that for myself as well. I 100 because it doesn't matter that you're a woman.
No,
they know when you're not from that area.
They can tell by the way you walk.
If you come in and you just busting it down to go grab a little something to eat because you in that area real quick, that's different. You hop in, hop out, lock your doors.
What time too?
That does. I go during daylight.
Oh, bro, if the sun is coming slightly down, it's I need to be slightly moving out the parking lot.
Slightly, just.
I'm gonna go ahead and go.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and catch y'all tomorrow, unless you have a neighborhood representative with you.
Somebody got to be there to vouch for you. But I can say the same thing about Charlotte.
Unless you move,
I'm not going to.
I'm not. Yeah, that little area was that Independence. Yeah, no.
I don't even know them. I stay in my little bubble.
I legit had to go over there because this girl was doing my hair one time and her work was immaculate, but it was starting to get dark. I was like, "You about to wrap this up?
We gotta go."
I was like.
Wrap this up. No.
Them braids, I'm going to have to braid the end myself, girl. Like,
I'm cool. But I loved growing up in Baltimore.
I wouldn't have wanted to grow up anywhere else.
That joint was fire. Like, I tell people all the time, like, people don't realize that Baltimore, well, they realize it now because of TikTok.
Yes.
Baltimore is the most dancingest city you'll ever see, yo.
That trend with the Drew Hills, like now as a punishment for the kids, give me 100 Drew Hills.
That's crazy.
Cisco is goated. The funny part is I knew Cisco growing up.
For real?
Yes, my cousin. So my cousin Zachary was his dentist. So Zachary Press that was my first cousin. He was his dentist. And he actually also lived in the neighborhood with one of the girls I went to school with. So I would see Cisco all the time.
Mm.
And then just the diversity of the city, like you can be there and you can get lost. That's one thing about it. I like Charlotte, you can't get lost.
It's kind of hard to.
No, you have to work hard to get lost. But Baltimore, you can go in your lair.
A lot of little pockets. And
little side street.
I'm going to say it here first. Baltimore is the best food city in the country. I don't care what nobody say. I
would say top 2.
Argue with your sister.
I would say top 2 and we not 2.
Who's number 2?
New Orleans. On seafood. Now, I would say as far as food, some of the best food I had was in Cali.
Cali got good food.
But they're niche.
But
like tacos.
That's a state, though.
Yeah.
Give me a city that's fooling with Baltimore. Chicago probably got
a lot of like the pizza and the pasta because their Italian influence is heavy. But we got Italian influence too.
That's a fact. Little Italy fire.
And then we got the Dutch influence with the sauerkraut.
That's a fact.
We're unmatched because we got the black slaves that were freed with the seafood and the soul food fusion. That is my favorite thing to cook. My grandmother was one of the best cooks in the city.
She's still out there?
No, she passed away, but she was one of the best. People would pull up to her house. Drew Hill was pulling up to her house.
For real?
Yeah. And then my sister's mom taught Carmelo Anthony. So it's all, she taught, my sister's mom, Debbie, taught Carmelo Anthony. So I remember, you remember Debo with the eye?
Yeah.
I have pictures with him on my grandmother's front step.
Just post it up.
You would never know who was coming to my grandma's house.
That's crazy.
And I grew up right across the street from Hanlon Park.
Okay.
At my grandmother's house. And I went to Gwynns Falls Elementary.
Okay.
So deep Mondawmin.
Oh, you was in there.
Yeah.
My grandmother lived across the street from Mondawmin. That joint funny.
So then I was right down the street where Hanlon Park was on Clifton Avenue.
Okay. I know exactly where you at.
Yep. And my dad went to Morgan.
Oh, y'all. Yeah, my dad teach at Morgan now. And then we lived on the east side for a little bit, right by Lake Clifton.
Oh, I know exactly where you lived at. Okay.
Yeah, we was
right there by the reservoir.
Right by the reservoir and the old Memorial Stadium.
Yeah, before they knocked it down. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It was right there.
So yeah, my grandfather drove taxi cabs all around the area.
Like real taxis or like
yellow cab. Mm-mm.
I be trying to tell people Baltimore came up with Uber.
It did.
The hack.
This right here.
A little hack.
Yeah.
I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah. Pull up to Mondawmin Mall, get you a honey dip, a little ice water.
Boy, a hack. My parents would kill me if I'm gonna tell this story anyway.
Oh God.
I caught a hack from Mondawmin. I wasn't supposed to be down there. My parents gonna kill me.
Of course you weren't.
I caught a hack from Mondawmin to Wrightstown Plaza.
Boy, you did your big one.
Bro.
That's a good 15 miles.
Buddy was tripping in the car. He was tripping, yo. He running red lights.
Oh, you knew you.
He's smoking a blunt. I said, dog.
Seat was in the back with you.
I said, I would get the worst possible hack ever.
I always got old men and women. I would look for them. I would wait for them. I'd tell him to keep going if he looked too young.
I ain't know no better. My parents used to drop me off. So I found myself being fast, got me a little hack.
No, listen, I get right on Evanston Avenue. Me and Christine and my godson's mom that I just talked about.
Yeah.
She from New York, so she with the foolishness. Yeah, she with the foolishness. So like we would walk up to Evanston Avenue, right there where the 7-Eleven used to be before they knocked it down.
Mm-hmm.
Hop right in and we invented Lyft and Uber. You're right.
I'm telling you.
Because we was like 13, 14. Like, what were we doing?
Catching hacks, yo, with random people.
With random people. There was no car tag verification, just vibes.
Ain't no ratings, no nothing. Just get in the car.
Like, give them what you got, too.
Give them a couple dollars.
You know, $10 to take you from Mondawmin to Security Mall real quick.
That's right. Get the White Marsh if you need to.
Listen, White Marsh and back.
If you got enough people with you, hey, everybody put up $5.
And you buying Chinese, some wings and some fries.
Oh, the barter system was crazy.
Oh, yeah.
The barter system was crazy.
Yeah. Or a bag, a little $5 bag.
Yo, Uber owe Baltimore a check.
It does. It owes, because we pioneered it.
Real talk. The hack system was Uber.
Yeah.
I don't care what nobody says.
And a good crab cake.
Facts.
Good crab cake.
Best crab cakes in the world.
To me, best crab cakes, Coco's.
I'm rolling.
Coco's.
I'm rolling.
I know I'm a West Sider, but I parlay over East for my crab cake.
I'm rolling with Coco's.
Mm-hmm.
There's a new spot down there in Fells. Chop Tank.
Oh yeah, no, Chop Tank is pretty good.
I like Chop Tank.
I like Chop Tank, and it's another one over there, the Pendry.
Oh, the Pendry nice. Mm-hmm. Pendry nice. Yeah, they got good food over there too.
I stayed there last time I was there.
Shane, we was over there, and they got like this pasta over the lobster pasta or something like that.
Yes, that was fire, and they had really good espresso martinis for the ladies. We love good espresso.
I don't drink coffee. That ain't my bag. Never had it in my life.
That's probably what's wrong with me.
You be wired up?
Yeah.
Drink tea, or
I do, but I
drink Pure Fuel.
This is vitamin B12 and B6. Go ahead.
Get crazy.
Power by
like
Pure.
That.
Yeah, no. Baltimore was I wouldn't have wanted to grow up anywhere else. I think my hustle and my grit came from there.
I would agree.
Yeah,
I'm rolling.
Yeah. We create a different breed of women.
Yeah, y'all different.
Yeah,
y'all different.
Yeah,
y'all different.
Will out hustle
for better
a man.
Or for worse.
We will out hustle a man.
Y'all different.
For better or for worse, the hustle is never sold separately with us.
That's a fact.
No.
So talk to me about so grew up in Baltimore, went to Winston.
I did. I broke my family's heart doing that. Everybody knew I was going to Morgan behind my dad because my dad was like a staple there. He played football. He was a Q. Well, is a Q. And, it was a thing. So for me to branch out and go to Winston, I was the first one that did that, that like really just left Baltimore.
Yeah.
So I was.
What was that like? Moving
it was
out
accidental. So I went on a college tour. I was set that I wanted to go to Spelman.
I could see you at Spelman.
I'm going to Spelman. Like, I just knew it. ATL had just came out at that time. I'm about to go find my little version of T.I.
Well, you was about to be, what's shorty name?
New. Yes. Lauren London. But no, I wanted to go to Spelman. I was set on it. And then my mother ruined my senior year of spring break and made me go on this Caring for Young Minds college tour during my entire spring break. So no Miami for me.
That's probably a good thing.
I was on a bus and seeing all the college tours from the South. So anything from Virginia on down. So we went to like VSU. We went to Alabama A&M. Winston was on the stop. I had never heard of that school. I hadn't even heard of Winston-Salem outside of the movie The Wood. Where he's like, I'm from Winston-Salem, North Carolina.
That's funny.
So I was expecting that when I pulled up. And everybody that goes to Winston has the same story. When you step on that campus, you know if you belong there. And I applied and got admitted right there on the spot.
You know if you belong there.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm rolling.
It's weird because it's kind of like your dog. Like when you pick a dog and the dog picks you, Winston picked me.
So what's that? What exactly about Winston do you feel like selected you and you selected it?
I think when I got there, it was just a piece that came over me, like on the campus. Like if you've been to Winston, it's a very beautiful campus. It's very ornate. All the buildings match. That red brick and tree lined.
The buildings match.
Yeah,
that's what sold you.
From Baltimore,
The bar was in hell again.
The bar was in.
This is nuts.
The buildings match.
She's talking about it's just a piece that come over. You mean the marijuana smell?
Believe it or not, Winston is a dry campus. That lady will be screaming that over the last
dry.
But yeah, no, real talk. It was the first time I just saw a bunch of Black people that weren't pretentious.
Okay.
So when I went to Spelman, no shade to Spelman.
I actually can get with that because the homecoming that I went to, big warm. Ramley, big associated Ramley. I'm rolling.
Yeah, he belonged. He won us.
That's what I appreciated.
You're an honorary
it felt
Ram.
like that did feel like a cookout that I knew everybody.
Exactly. And you didn't, and the key is to come in and not be disrespectful. So some people come in, you can rep your school and wear your school stuff. We don't care, but don't come in being disrespectful.
Guns a-blazing.
Yeah. And I think Winston reminds me of Baltimore. It's a small but mighty city. Like it's a sleeper city. Winston is probably a top 10 city to live in. Because I lived there as an adult before I moved here to Charlotte. I moved back to Winston in 2018.
Gotcha.
And it's one of those cities that it's just beautiful. It's rich in history. It's a lot of Black history there. And just their culture and what they stand for. Now, Winston got some rough sides too, just like anywhere else.
Any other city, yeah.
But they have a lot of culture. And you got to get up into it. A crazy jazz scene and like an undercurrent. Like, I just fell in love with it.
Dope.
Yeah.
Dope.
I knew I was going.
Yeah, I feel like Charlotte is like little Winston.
Charlotte is completely... Charlotte is little
Winston.
Atlanta.
Big Winston. Yeah, it's definitely little Atlanta. And shoot, hot take. I feel like Charlotte's going to overtake Atlanta.
Well, Atlanta, people from Atlanta are starting to move here in droves, and it's making me uncomfortable.
And I actually want y'all to go back. But I think Charlotte's scene...
Don't come here, we full.
I think Charlotte is going to get right what Atlanta got wrong.
Yeah, because Charlotte also has the politicians in place that aren't playing with them.
Yes.
We're only going to get to do so much.
And I think that Atlanta went too hard on club culture and table culture.
Everything is a hookah.
Yeah, and I feel like
there's a hookah car wash in there, and it serves breakfast, hookah, and it's a car wash.
In Atlanta?
In Atlanta.
That's egregious.
It's egregious.
It's egregious.
And the same man washing the car gonna go make my pancakes, and I'm not eating that.
Well, I don't even understand the combination. Like, this is nuts.
A chef and a car wash is crazy work.
And a hookah.
I saw it last night on TikTok. I said, Atlanta's not a real place.
It's not.
But the sad part is Atlanta's beautiful. Like, one of my favorite places to go visit when I'm there is the Botanical Gardens in Piedmont Park. Piedmont Park on a Saturday with their farmers market. And
it's dope out there. I love Atlanta. And we almost moved to Atlanta back in 2017.
I did a brief year there.
We backed out of that, but
I did a brief year there, and I was like, it was time to go. I was like, no.
What about it made you say it was time to go?
Love and Hip Hop was just popping. I moved there in like 2014-ish.
Okay.
Love and Hip Hop was just hitting the scene. Atlanta Housewives was on the scene. So you had all of them running around everywhere. You would see them literally everywhere. And it just wasn't for me. And I was dating this guy, and, you know, he played for Hawks? Atlanta Hawks?
Atlanta Hawks, yeah.
Is that the football team? Yeah.
Basketball team?
No.
Oh, you talking about the Falcons?
There you go. Inconsequential. But yeah, he was there. So that was really
what in the world?
He was there. So I was like, yeah. And then I wanted to work as a flight attendant, so I got an interview at Delta. So he was like, just come on down. And
you still got Delta? I need a buddy pass.
No, I didn't even work there.
Come on, gang. You never did?
No, so they ended up doing a hiring freeze right after I got hired.
Oh, gotcha.
And so in the middle of training, our training they sent us all home.
That's nuts.
That was whatever that year was, go back and look, like 2013, 2014 range when Delta had this big old hiring freeze. It was right after.
Gotcha.
Right when I got all my little bags packed and got there.
All right. So you did Atlanta, left because of Love and Hip Hop. So Joe Budden and them kicked you out of there.
Real bad.
That's crazy.
Never ran out of somewhere so fast. A little Corolla hit the street.
So how you feeling about Charlotte? Like, you've been here how long?
Since 2020.
Okay. So you've been here 5 years.
Yep.
What do you, this forever, this not forever? What do you like? What do you not?
I think you can make it work in any city. I'm not tied to Charlotte.
Okay.
It depends on where Pure Fuel takes me.
Shout out to Pure Fuel.
We are planting seeds in the ground to stay here, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's my job once it's up and running to stay. I may take on another city. So I'm open. Me and them little dogs, we've been packed up and hit it.
How many dogs you got?
2. I got a Yorkie and a miniature Schnauzer.
Oh, that's why you be always walking.
No, well, believe it or not, I was walking like that before.
Before you got a dog? Okay.
Yeah, they like it too.
Just give you a reason to, you can double down at this point.
Yeah, you can double down. You use the dogs as an excuse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Pure Fuel, you saying like you might go on the road with them, you might not. Like,
wherever they take me, I'm going.
Oh, you locked in?
Yeah, I'm locked in. It's different when you know the owner, when you watch the bottles be designed, when you saw him testing the formula, the 3 of them in partnership. I know Mustafa personally from my days in DC. He played for the Wizards. We knew each other from I used to bartend and do bottle service in DC.
Right.
And I met him because he played for the Wizards. And, I met, at the time I was dating somebody on the team. And so you see the people.
Who you was dating on the team? What position he played?
Money.
Hey, yo, that's nuts. He played money.
Where the money resides.
Did he handle the ball a lot or not?
Yeah.
Okay. What year was this? That
would have been 20. Yeah, it was right after I came back from Atlanta. So 2014, 2015.
All right, 2014, 2015. All-star or no?
Probably.
Oh, wait. That shortens the list very quickly. I ain't even gonna put you on the spot like that.
You could. No. I mean, it is what it is. That man got children now.
Oh, respect. Respect. I'll leave it alone. So wait, hold on. So now I'm seeing a trend.
So
we got NBA, we got
oh yeah, for sure.
NFL.
Yeah, that's it. That's really all I dated.
Oh.
Yeah.
So when you say
but
all
you can
do
that when you don't sleep with them all. So you can date. I was dating 2 or 3 Ravens at once, but I wasn't sleeping with any of them.
2 or 3 Ravens at the same time?
Yes, teammates.
And they knew?
Yes.
All right. Now, what position they was playing? Couldn't be the quarterbacks.
He don't care because his pictures: Tommy Streeter, Ray Rice, Jamil McClain.
Oh, you was getting to it.
Yeah.
You was getting to it.
To be fair, when I dated Ray Rice, it was in the beginning of him becoming Ray Rice. It was before he was,
household name.
Yeah.
Well,
and it was
positive
household
name.
Yeah. Well, he's to me. I mean, listen.
He's still positive.
Yeah, when you know the inception of like how his relationship went, like I dated him in between him breaking up with the woman he ended up marrying.
Okay.
So like they were just toxic in general. Like,
sure.
One minute she was stealing out of BB and Towson Mall. He was bailing her out. Next minute he broke up with her.
So they just had a lot going on.
They had a lot going on.
And let me not say just because it was serious.
It was serious. Like I'm not discounting domestic violence.
Sure.
Hard stop. They just had a lot together going on. They both was.
That was doomed from the start.
From the start. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, so you gave up the Ravens names quick, but you wouldn't give me these Wizards names.
Because honestly, with the Ravens, like the pictures exist, like things exist.
Oh,
so
y'all two.
All, yeah.
So it's public knowledge.
Yeah. Me and Ray dated casually. I dated Jamil more seriously, and I dated Streeter more seriously.
Okay.
Yeah.
But this Wizards guy is undercover.
For sure. For sure. For sure. And it was more on my part than anything.
Oh, you ain't wanted out there?
Well, no, because I was dating the Ravens too. So like this was
what?
It was like 45 minutes apart.
London was a rolling stone.
Yeah. I'm my daddy daughter.
Hey, yo. That's nuts.
But again, like I said, if you're not sleeping with people, you build your roster, baby girl. Shoot for the moon. Like
So yes, not sleeping with people. I'm all in on that.
Yeah,
you ain't gotta go crazy.
Yeah.
So what does dating look like at that stage?
Going on dates, communicating, talking, texting, hanging out. Back then it wasn't really FaceTime like that. BBM pins. The BBM.
Yeah.
So it was really, for me, it was just being able to like get to know each one of them. Like I had to figure out who I liked. And then it was also kind of like it wasn't like, you got to realize, that Owens Mills area, that Owens Mills, Westminster area is where all they live.
Yeah, they was all out there near the practice.
Right.
Yeah.
And so I was working out that way. So I would run into them at the Giant or at that Life Bridge Fitness. That's where most of them worked out at. So I could see them coming out. I'd be coming out of Barnes & Noble. They hit on you. You're like, well,
So
fully disclosing.
You sound to me like you knew where they was going to be at. You was kind of
like
me
the
set
crazy
my
part,
life up.
I worked right out there, like where they would be at. So you could be on lunch and you would just see that, and I wasn't the only one they was picking up.
Okay.
Yeah. That's why I tell girls like
I didn't know if you were just posting up outside of Life Bridge.
I didn't even like working out. I didn't even like to work out.
You ain't got to work out to go post up and go hunting.
No, you can't just post up outside of that Life Bridge. That security out there is crazy.
Nah, that's true.
You got to have a reason once you get through that little gate on the back end. You got to be invited to get through there. The code change.
But a couple smiles, y'all figure it out now. Don't act like you don't figure it out.
You could figure it out, but honestly, I think most of the time, also my dad was like a staple. He ran Hanlon Park football program. He created it. He started it. Then he went on to Pikesville Wildcats and created and started it. And then my brother played in the NFL. So then you just have...
Wait, I did not know that.
Yeah. Brian Witherspoon.
Oh.
Won a Super Bowl with the New York Giants.
Good for him.
Yeah. So like when you have people like that around...
Oh, so that was normal to you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This explains some of this, because I'm like, how you keep running into all these ball
also
players?
Doing the bottle service.
But that's just in your circle.
Yeah, but then you got to think, I'm doing the bottle service.
That's
so
true.
I live in Baltimore. I'm working in D.C., working for this company called DT Nation. And they were partying at, one night we're at Josephine's, which has been renamed 6 times. Another night we're at Eden, the rooftop. Another night we're at Park. I've interacted with so many different people just from slinging liquor.
No, athletes do love a bottle girl, boy. Goodness
they do.
gracious.
They love a good bottle girl. It's something about feeling like she's unaccomplished.
Yeah. That's a fact.
I feel like they love me more because they didn't realize, like, oh, she got a whole degree.
Yeah, she needs something. Let me get your number.
And I fit the bill. I had that little white Corolla.
Oh,
that
man.
That little 07 white Corolla with no hubcaps that was
the
hubcap.
bottle girl starter cut.
Yeah, and then upgraded to the Ultima Coupe. Hell yeah.
Okay.
Quintessential.
Nissan Ultima Coupe.
Yes.
Black on black. I already know.
It was actually like that grayish black color, like that
charcoal looking. Yeah,
with the black interior.
Oh, you
couldn't tell me nothing.
You had the black ice air fresheners.
I did under the seat.
Nasty.
Mix it, but I mix it with the vanilla.
Nah. Now you got the dope dealer smell. That's crazy.
Yes, I love me a good hometown feel.
That's great. I hate black ice.
I do. I hate it too. But it was the one that lingered the best.
That's true. Because vanilla do go out
vanilla,
quick.
You got 42 business hours.
That's a fact.
You got 42 business
I'll be putting like 5 of them joints in the car.
You know what? I'm going to tell you, Kirkland's has these little packs now.
Okay.
And they're in there. Them little air freshener, throw them under your seat.
All right.
Best thing ever.
I'm going to go find them. Shout out to Kirkland's.
Shout out to Kirkland's.
I'm going to check them out.
Sponsor him.
All right. So you said you was dating and y'all were going dates, get to know each other. What's your definition of an adequate date right now?
I think that the date is something that is, I think people do dates on autopilot because I've been on plenty of first dates and all of my first dates look the same. So for me, I don't eat beef or pork. So if you take me to a steakhouse, I always laugh because you didn't attempt to get to know me.
Yeah.
You didn't think to ask. Ask her what she's into and make the date fit the person. It's not about the dollar spent. One of the best dates I ever went on was a museum. I believe he spent $0.99.
Dope.
Yeah.
Dope. Yeah, that's similar to what Micah and Omari were saying last time they came up here. That like
Micah has been some of my best dates, and that's not my man. I'm probably the only woman in Charlotte that has no interest in sleeping with Micah.
I don't know about the only woman, but I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, like okay, it's probably like only like 10 of us that haven't or don't want to. Yeah, Micah catching strays. I love you.
Hey, dog, you ugly as hell. Anyway, okay, so
yeah, it's effort.
Yeah,
you got to get to know the person, and it doesn't take long because women, we like to talk.
That's a fact.
So just listen for some keywords that she's into. Like, if you bring me flowers, you didn't listen.
You don't like flowers.
I don't hate them. I understand their aesthetic stance in the world, but I don't really.
It don't do anything for you. Yeah.
They smell funny, and I got allergies. So
yeah, and they die.
They die, so they're dead when you bring them.
I don't know.
Technically, because
they're dying.
Them. Yeah, they're dead.
They're dying. Yeah,
they smell. Right, they smell weird. I don't like that grassy, earthy smell.
Okay.
So yeah, no, I could do without flowers. So if a guy, does that run of the mill flowers, take me to a steakhouse type vibe.
You wasn't really locked in. I got you. Yeah.
You didn't get to know me. You looked at my aesthetic. Because my visual is different than who I am. I look like I'm one way, but I'm probably the most laid back person.
I don't know about the most laid back person.
For real. Like
you can turn up.
I can turn up. Yeah.
I've seen it.
Yeah.
It can go left.
It can go left real quick. But that's because you caused it. That's not just my thing. You walked in.
Yeah, you can't be talking about accountability and just say it's because somebody else caused
accountable. This ass whooping is brought to you by you.
That's
EA
nuts.
Sports. EA Sports.
That is pure deflection.
Pure fuel.
Yo, you nuts. you as hell. I ain't gonna lie.
In the best possible way, though. Because, to be fair, you should have left me alone.
No.
Yes.
No.
Why would you come over here to test the waters and you can't swim?
But if you invited somebody into the pool.
I never invited you into the pool. You thought your little friendly ass could swim over here.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
All right. You playing words with friends. You got it. You got it. You got it, dog. I ain't even tripping.
No, for real.
Tread lightly with her, please.
Listen, I'm working on it. Jesus is working on me. He's humbled me over the last 2 years.
What's that been like?
24 months of just realizing that you're not that girl. Yeah. Yeah.
There is healing and humility.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. When you said submission, I was like, bruh, that's all I've been for 24 months.
Why 24 months? What was like the beginning point of that?
2022, towards the end of 2022, like that May, June.
Mm-hmm.
I got diagnosed with endometriosis like maybe a year or two before that.
Okay.
And
what's that?
Endometriosis is basically where you have cysts and fibroids in your uterus.
Okay.
And it can be debilitating. And it's essentially, thank God it's not cancerous, but it's the same type of matter.
Okay.
You know, fibroids and tumors. You know, they're malignant, but they're in there and they're taking over your ovaries and your uterus. And it's probably one of the worst pain in the world that women can experience. Okay. And you're still walking around expected to be normal because it's not listed as a essential medical issue, which is crazy because it can kill me. That's crazy. I have to have an operation to get it removed. And so, and then your employers, you know, most of these states, all of them except for I think only 8 states in the U.S. aren't at-will states. Yeah. So when you're in an at-will state, if you're out and your doctor still wants you to be out, but that job says they feel you should be back. I've never understood how a job with a staff of people in HR with no medical degree can tell people with a medical degree, I disagree, she should be back in work. Yeah. And then I come back and I get sick again and I leave and reset the clock. And then all of this, I may or may not get paid. Yeah. But tough. Essentially, I just kept the job so I could still have insurance. But then how was I paying the insurance if you weren't paying my payroll?
It's a nasty cycle.
It's a nasty cycle. And then that's the one time where if you don't have like a spouse that can you don't have supplement, a safety net. And that's what started it for me in 2022. Around that time when I just got sick and it was that cycle and I ended up losing my job.
And so at that point, it tested your faith?
No, at that point, I got mad first. I got mad at God. I was like, hold up. Hold on, big fella. Yeah. What we doing?
I ain't never had to do all this.
And I usually can figure out how to get myself out of it. And the more I was swimming and paddling, the worse it was getting. I was just getting worse and worse and worse and worse. And then, like I said, in 2022, like at the start of the pandemic, my best friend tragically died just out of nowhere. She died. We met in Winston. We were roommates freshman year. And Sasha died, just blood clot from her chest, moved up to her head, caused a stroke. She died in the hospital.
Crazy.
She was on life support when I saw her. Actually, all the 3 main people in my life died in the exact same way. My dad, Sasha, and my grandmother, my father's mother. They all died with me sitting at their bedside, plugged up the tubes on life support, watching them be taken off.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry to hear that.
I appreciate it.
What does that do to London, who's seen people that she loved and respected and who loved her and respected her back, to see them literally close their chapter?
That is the most out of body experience. So for my grandmother, I was 17 or 18? I was 17. And then, 4 years later at 21, her son, her only son, died the same exact way. And I didn't know my dad was sick. He was right there in Baltimore, and I was right in Baltimore. He was right out in Pikesville. I was right in West Baltimore. We was living 2 completely separate lives. I didn't even know the man was sick. So I got this call from I think it was his wife or her daughter, and was like, "Yeah, Daddy's in the hospital. He's been in here for a week."
Wow.
We better take him off life support. Excuse me.
Wow. And so, like, that's heavy, right? To see some of your people, like their last
my
breaths.
3 favorite people.
Yeah, your 3 favorite people.
They were my 3 favorite. Like, even all the harm and hurt that my dad caused, he was like, that was like my first hero. Yeah. You know, because you see him all suited up in football and stuff. Like, he's a giant to you. Yeah. A giant of a man. But then I still saw his flaws too. So I went between being mad at him and loving him. Same with my mom. Mad at them and loving them. Like, man, why y'all just can't act right? Yeah. So to see him die, and then I had to process him dying. I had to process him being sick, all in a matter of like the 5 hours I was in that hospital.
Right. Because it was all new to you.
Yeah. I didn't know. I didn't know he was having all the health issues.
How do you think that altered the way you look at life in general, right? Like, because
I think I'm not afraid of death. It feels more comfortable. Because it's like, y'all gonna be waiting on me? Cool. Not like I want to die, but I'm not afraid of it.
Got it.
Because, I mean, Y'all over there already.
Yeah.
Or is it the spades, my boy?
And then you mentioned that, like with your father, you saw the little boy in him.
I did. Yeah, because as he was going in and out of consciousness, as they were telling me, I personally think he was only there for maybe about 20 minutes. And It was while I was in the room. And my mom always told this story, like how when I was born, like I reached up and touched my dad's face. And like everybody not a dry eye. I always thought she was being dramatic until I heard a cousin tell the story as well.
Mm-hmm.
So it was crazy because he was the first person to see me come in the world. And I was the last person with him. Because when he died, it was just me and him in the room.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So do you feel like, because
I told him he could go. I was like, look, I was like, I understand some of it, but I don't understand all of it. But I feel like you low-key don't like it here.
Mm-hmm.
So it's okay if you want to go.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's better if you go.
Yeah.
And like he had written to me and stuff while I was in college.
Mm-hmm.
So I had all these letters. I still have them. I have all these letters that he wrote to me, like making amends.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the forgiveness came because he had accountability.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Man. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what's interesting, I can hear like some levels of strength and fortitude, like as you speak about this.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't sound like you're tossing and turning about this at this moment. Like
I think he's more peaceful gone. I think he was more. I think his life was just. Both my parents didn't have it easy growing up. Mm-hmm. So, my dad never knew his real dad. We found out it was a white guy. My grandmother had him when she was 16 in Baltimore. So you already know.
Gotcha.
So, look at the last name. So, yeah, I 100% just, I think he's better off not being here. And I think life just was something, some people just can't handle it. And I think he was better off. I don't think he wanted to be here. I don't think he did. So, because he had multiple children and no real relationship with any of us.
And he ran a football program.
That is the oxymoron.
That is so interesting.
And here's where it's more oxymoronic. I've been campaigning to get Hanlon Park renamed for him because of the work he did. And people are looking at me like, why are you doing that? I think the legacy still should stand.
Yeah. It is very interesting the way that you put your father and your mother in two different buckets like that. This is very interesting, but you can articulate it very well.
If she had something that needed to be like remembered, like if she was in some sort of program, I would campaign for her the same way too. Because the genius of what you are shouldn't be diminished by your shortcomings. Mm-hmm. Especially unless it's like R. Kelly level type stuff, then like
that's a little different.
Yeah, it's a little different. Like Diddy and all that stuff, that's different. But your shortcomings as a human and your natural character flaws, they shouldn't take away from the work you did. Because if I had to be the sacrifice, if his children had to be the sacrifice, but hearing these kids speak about him at that funeral,
they benefited.
I didn't know my dad in the way these people knew him. Mm-hmm. These boys knew him intimately. So if you saved thousands of boys that went on to play in the NFL and professionally and in football and went to college that never thought to go to college from Baltimore, and me and my siblings had to be the sacrifice, I think that's a fair trade.
I would disagree. I understand why you rationalize it that way, though.
Yeah. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm still pissed that you didn't do what you were supposed to do as my dad.
That was actually going to be my next question.
Yeah, no, I don't excuse that.
Anger towards this.
For sure. It still is some anger.
Yeah.
Like, because then you copped out, bro. You left. I was 21. Like, I still needed you. So, like, when we were just getting to the point of mending it, you go and die.
Yeah.
Bro, you kept tapping out. No, I'm very much still upset about his choices. Mm-hmm. But as the wounded, from one wounded child to another, I see you.
Yeah, you done some work.
Yeah,
this is a little different.
Yeah,
and I hear it.
I see him. I see him. I see my mom's wounds. I see them as children, as people, as my parents, and as a man and as a woman. Mm-hmm. And when you can put those things together, then that's where the forgiveness comes. That's how I sleep at night. Because it's not intentional. I think in another world, my parents would have been the best. If they didn't have
dealt different hands.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if they hadn't been together, they didn't need to be together either.
Yeah, that's a typical element. Mm-hmm. Is you've created poor chemistry.
Yeah, they brought out the worst in each other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So when we talked about submission earlier,
Yeah.
God flew out
Immediately.
out the gate, right?
Immediately.
And what I'm hearing from you is you got tested in 2022.
Up until about 6 months ago.
So talk to not even just me, like there's other people going through things right now.
Yeah.
That feels unsurmountable, you know what I mean?
And it is. You have to acknowledge that it is, but that's only for a time. The Bible says that there are seasons and there are times. Time to be sad, time to celebrate, time to mourn. You have to respect that not everything is supposed to be always. And if you can come to terms with that, then your life gets easier. And I think as humans, we're so used to being in control that we miss the fact that this is not, our life is not our own. God gave us free will, but he has an expectation and a plan for us. You're going to make it worse trying to control that.
That's a fact.
And that's what I had to learn.
Yeah. There was I think I put some content out about this like a couple months ago.
I think I saw it.
And it was, if I can remember the line, you have to put down your crayon vision and surrender to the pen of the creator.
Correct.
And that's what I'm hearing on you is you thought that for a long time you were able to just will yourself into.
Well, I thought that was what God wanted for me. I thought that's what he wanted. I thought I was put here, and I grew up in the church. That's the crazy part. I grew up going to the New Psalmist Baptist Church. Before that, my mother tried every religion. So she tried the full gospel apostolic, we dabbled in Catholicism. We did New Psalmist was where we parked, and I spent my teens there. But she tried a lot of different religions, like under that same umbrella,
Okay, so different denominations.
Outside of like Catholicism.
Yeah.
But she dabbled, and I think she was searching for something to kind of anchor us. And so I have a respect for all of that, but I had to learn who God was, and I always equated my worth to how much I showed God I was doing things. And it's actually the opposite. Yeah. It's how well can you come to me, wait for me, and listen. And then do what I tell you to do, even if you don't want to.
Yeah. Because you even said the more you kept trying to tread and swim, the worse it got. And what you're saying, I
started losing more and more. I got in a car accident. Got hit by a drunk driver as soon as I got to Baltimore.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta be still. Sometimes my wife and my cousin, they laugh at me all the time because there will be moments where my cousin, he live in Atlanta, he be wilding. There were moments and seasons where I was like, yo, you keep playing and you keep getting caught up. At some point, you got to realize when you're in a losing season.
Yeah. And I was in my losing season.
And you got to sit down.
And this is the thing. So I went back and read the story of Job because I was like, I'm in my Job season. No, I wasn't. Job was righteous and blameless before God. I am nowhere near Job. Sometimes, and this is why I liked it when you posted the other day, sometimes we associate and we use these trigger words. I'm in my Job season because we see the suffering. Hold on. How about I put myself there and then demanded God get me out on my timeline like he owed me. And my bad decisions that I was willingly making and putting myself in situations got me to what felt like it was a Job season when really it was just the consequences of my actions catching up to me.
Facts. And I feel like a lot of people struggle with that. Don't go around making all these bad decisions.
Screaming this a Job season and asking for prayer. Girl, sir, ma'am, you are the weapon formed against yourself.
Oh, shoot. That's fire.
9 times out of 10, because it's your arrogance to believe that you could pray for 2 weeks while you struggling. And then as soon as he gives you a little bit of relief, you back outside shaking your ass.
Right. And then forgot about all them prayers.
Then went to elevation for 24 minutes.
Hey, yo. No, people really do run through.
We use God like it's a supplement.
Facts. Like it's
I took my vitamin today.
Yeah.
I opened up my Bible app. That's just
yeah.
Like I literally, it got so bad that I was falling asleep playing the Bible. I just turned the Bible on and turned it on.
Yeah.
And put the phone by my pillow. because I was that close to the edge. I was so suicidal. Yeah. I would turn the Bible on. I would literally just cry myself to sleep and just turn the Bible on and be like, God, if you don't want me, pull out this Ruger tonight. Yeah. Then tell me where to go. I would just turn Psalms on and just let it play till I fall asleep.
And what about, like, what was going on in your life that had you at that point?
I lost everything. Like, I lost my job. I lost my car. I lost friends. I had to cut off family. I had just, I was going no contact with my mom for the second time. Like, everything that you could think
was happening at the same time.
Which would make you think it was a Job season. However, some of that loss is because God, you're outgrowing things. So that's not necessarily a Job season. It's just you're growing.
Yeah. And growth cost.
Growth cost, absolutely. And so I literally associated my worth with what I could show that I was doing. And not just naturally being a good person. Yeah. I was a horrible person.
Now that is accountability.
I was a horrible person. Mouth reckless, judgmental, hard on my friends, hard on myself, critical, arrogant, dismissive, unforgiving. That ain't Job.
No.
So you ain't in no Job season. It's the consequences.
You just built your own little season.
Yeah, you put the fortress up around yourself. Yeah. So you had to sit in it.
So being on the other side of that now, right? Like, what would you say to London that was in that moment that, I'm thinking about ending it all. God, you got to help me now. Like, what would be your commentary to that person?
I would just say that I hate to get preachy. Seek ye first the kingdom of God. Truly. Search for him. Because that is it. Your parents are going to fail you. Relationships are going to fail you. Friends are going to fail you. We're all human. So when you put your hope in people, even in my relationship choices, I was happy to be picked by these people. Did I genuinely like these guys? No. But because he felt like someone, because he played for so-and-so, or did this, or sang this, or was this rapper, I thought I was doing something, coming out of the hood. Yeah. Like, one wild experience was I was working at Love nightclub before they closed.
Shout out to Love.
Young Money was there. And we were expecting Drake and Nicki. Wayne comes in the building. I still got the pictures. I just knew I was the baddest thing in the world because Lil Wayne and I had exchanged numbers and went on a couple dates. He pulled his tour bus up to my mama's house in West Baltimore.
You got some stories.
It was crazy. But that validated me. Right. And so my validation came from what I could say that I had going on. And my spirit was shambles. Yeah. I had to work on me. You can't get to where you want to be. Anything that you want, I heard this guy say, and I can't remember his name, but he said, anything you obtain outside of the will of God, you have to stay outside of it to keep it. Bar. And my heart truly is chasing after God, and I had to be real with that. So everything that I was doing that was outside of that had to die, but that was all I knew. So how do you segue that?
Anything you obtain outside the will of God, you have to stay outside to keep it.
And I can't remember who said it. I'm going to find it for you.
That's fire, though.
But it was one of them preachers. And he said that. And I was like...
That's facts, though.
I was like, you're right. My whole life has lived outside of the will of God. Even the way I was obtaining and getting things. Yeah. I wasn't asking God. I was just doing stuff. I ain't asking, was I supposed to move here to Charlotte? I just did it.
Just bust a move. Yeah.
Bust a move. So the hell that I experienced here, very much valid.
Funny story. So Charlotte was on my list to move to when I was like 10.
What? You too?
And I only came to Charlotte for the first time in like 2021.
Oh, wow. You waited a long time. So see, I was coming here because of Winston. You know what I mean? Like when we around that 2013 through 16 when Epicenter was really live and on fire. Like this was, we would meet here to hang out. Dope. So yeah, I was coming here quite a bit.
I wasn't. I was stalking
Cam Newton at that point.
I think,
too, so.
oh, okay. Yeah. So
I'm glad that didn't work out. Thank you, God.
I don't know what it was about Charlotte. When I was younger, I think I was playing NBA Live or something like that, and Charlotte Hornets was on there,
and you just liked it.
I was like,
so that's the moment I had with Winston, like where it's a pull.
Yes, there was a pull.
So it's that same pull.
I hate that you kind of proved yourself right.
I did. I'm good for that. You're not the only deep one sitting on this nice couch.
I don't like being fake deep. I don't like that.
You're not fake deep though. That's why I agreed to this podcast, because I was like, nah, he be having bars. But no, that's the pull.
No, that's real.
But it's something we're supposed to do here.
Yeah.
And everything has to be intentional.
No, you're right. Because when I got here, it's flowed very easily. Even
in the chaos, stuff is still flowed for me. Even when I was like, okay, what? Like doors were still little doors. Like I had a friend that let me stay with them.
So yeah, when we got here, like it just flowed. You know what I mean? Like
when I got here, it was just so much help. Like one of
the doors. There wasn't a lot of friction. For me to get the thing rolling.
Like when I got here, it was during COVID. So it was like the apartment that I picked wasn't great when I got there. And I was like, I'm not moving. And then it took me from I got here in August. So from August to October, I was staying with a friend. Yeah. And then I found my apartment and then I moved. But see what I'm saying? Like even though it didn't feel smooth, there was still provision.
There it is. Yeah. There it is. Yeah. No, you're right. Because like even like think about how we met. Like
by accident.
I feel like I ran into a lot of circles and it clicked very quickly.
And see, also the connector is Micah. Like Micah is Mr. Charlotte.
So funny, I met Micah through shout out my boy Chris Burns.
Okay. C Burns.
So C Burns.
So C Burns and me are good friends from Winston.
Fire. And so C Burns' wife, Christine, went to high school with my wife.
Oh, that's crazy.
And I actually worked, so for my junior year of high school, I drove to Christine's house, gave her flowers for my wife for Valentine's Day.
And that's how wow. Yep. God is so intentional.
Crazy.
That is intentional. It's so, like a lot of them, so C Burns and his whole line, like they were in school when I was in school. So like, and then funny story, let me tell you how I met Micah. It's crazy. So you know his older brother, Garrett? Yep. His nickname is Smooth.
Shout out G.
His nickname is Smooth. I nicknamed him freshman year in Winston Smooth. And it stuck. I'm not going to put him out there as to why he was nicknamed Smooth.
Yeah, don't.
It was the smooth. He was just smooth, though. And I met him and we instantly became like family. And then that brought Celine. That brought Micah. Yeah. And then I just had this nucleus of family. Like I was going over these people's house for Christmas.
Crazy. I feel like I've known them forever. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I've known I met G for like 3-4 years.
Yeah. And I met G in 2007. And like our whole friend group developed in Wilson Hall. And it just stuck. Yeah. And then he just kept adding people. Now I hang out with Michael more than I do G because G be in the house.
Yeah, I still see him because our wives are friends, but
I don't have a choice but to see him because I mean all the family functions.
Facts.
I'm the designated banana pudding maker.
Oh, you make banana pudding?
Very good. That
joint ain't fire. You ain't bring none here, so it ain't you. Oh, you bought Pure Fuel Sports.
I brought the product. Look, I brought the brand.
I need some banana pudding.
No. Usually, like when I used to have like a lot of house get-togethers, like like I used to do wine and onesie parties every year, like 2 weeks before Christmas. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna start doing them again.
I'm throwing a wine party or something this Christmas though.
Well, then I'll bring the banana pudding.
Say less.
Gotcha.
Say less.
Gotcha.
Yeah, my birthday is December 20th, so I'm doing like a big wine tasting.
So mine always is like around the 17th, like the 15th through the 17th, whatever that weekend day is.
Your birthday is somewhere around there?
No, the event.
I was like,
no, my birthday's January.
I was going to say, I think you have a specific date for your birthday.
Depends on who you
bugging out.
No. So for that, like, I don't know. I value seeing other people with healthy families. Yeah. Even if they got a little chaos, because every family has chaos. But I love seeing the Ingram family, like just the way they do stuff.
If you had to leave the people watching with any words, what would it be? You know, and we didn't talk about ego, accountability. We didn't talk about God and submission. Mm-hmm. Like what are the let me ask it a different way. What are 2 or 3 statements that you live by?
Don't be afraid of a rebrand.
Mm.
I'm the queen of a rebrand, restructure, exit, rinse, and repeat. So like I said, I started out in finance. And then my friend Mustafa started this company, Pure Fuel. This has nothing to do with my degree in finance.
Facts.
No, well, essentially some of it, like, money-wise and looking at numbers if I had to, but that's not my core function. I do the marketing.
Like it feeds something in you.
It's a passion.
Yeah.
And it's something that I'm passionate about. And it's crazy because when he first told me about it, I was like, nah, cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't wait to try it. And he was like, you should come join the team. No, thank you. No, thank you.
Yeah.
And God cleared my schedule.
Hey, you got a clever way of doing that.
Yeah, yeah. But he had to clear my schedule so that I could have more time to focus on what I needed to focus on.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm literally just finished writing a Lent journal that I'm gonna release. And this is my first time talking about it. And that would be what I would say. Don't be afraid of the rebrand. Because I wouldn't have thought I would be an author writing a book. The book is done.
Yeah.
And it was just my journey. And there's no Lent journal out there for anybody. So this journal is for everybody.
Dope.
But I wouldn't have had time if I didn't have this type of job where traveling, flexibility, working, I'm controlling this market. He's trusted me with that. Retire and Doobie and all of them are great. And, having that freedom gave me the freedom to be able to focus on my other stuff.
Dope.
Because every time I've tried to go back into corporate America, it's horrible. Yeah. So don't be afraid of a rebrand.
Don't be afraid of the rebrand. Yeah. I like that.
Yeah. Lean into it.
I like that.
Lean into it. And don't be afraid to fail.
No, you can't be.
Actually, I want to fail.
Every time. You have to.
Yeah.
Some of the most successful people, all the most successful people in the world.
That used to be my greatest fear. And
they got punched in the face a lot.
Oh my God. The way I failed over the last 24 months, I actually am okay with it now. So yeah, don't be afraid to rebrand. And also just respect that you're not it.
That's a fact.
You're not it.
Yeah. There is healing in humility.
Yep.
Whether you like it or not, it's coming.
Yeah.
It's coming.
Yeah. And how well can you suffer with it and suffer well?
Yeah. No, you're right. Like there's hidden success in suffrage for sure.
Yes. And that's where God is. Like, all right. Because once you acknowledge that you're not it, he's like, all right, I got it.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
That's a fact. I love that. Let me see. Is there anything I would leave?
I don't know. I think I got you stumped today.
I think you got me.
Hallelujah.
You might got me.
That's a good thing though.
That is.
Yeah.
That is. I'm not mad at that.
Because that means you got a lot to meditate on.
Yeah. That was good.
Thank you for having me. I can't wait to see where this goes. Your podcast continues to go.
I appreciate it. No, I'm excited. Like, I think, shoot, you kind of hit it right on the head. Like, this was something I was afraid to fail at.
See?
And I ain't gonna lie, I hit the button. I be
winging it.
I have this thing in my head. I'm like, I hit your F it button.
Yeah.
F it.
Yeah.
Put it out and walk away.
Yeah.
And people don't realize I do that to every piece of content I put out.
Yeah.
I'm stressed about, how's that going? Well, you know what?
Yeah.
Hit the button, walk away, and we'll live with the results. So.
But that's when the best stuff comes. The more you're stressed out about it, then you can be like, you know what? This was a hit.
I just don't care no more.
That too. That's important.
And it'll come together like one way or the other. Somebody, what keeps me going is perfect example. I got a DM the other day, and I take this very seriously because this is a grown man. He got kids. When I went on his page, he had kids, wife, the whole nine. I don't know him from Adam. And he messaged me and was like, yo, like, I just want to let you know, like, your content has really helped my mindset. I've been going through something and this really helped me. You know, I don't take that lightly.
But I could say that for myself, that I've seen stuff that you've posted. And when you posted it at the time that you posted it, it was like, oh, I think one day you were talking about just showing up. And I was like, and it was one of them days I was having that imposter syndrome where I'm like, I'm about to get, it was one of the first calls I was doing with the team. And most of them I hadn't met. And I was leading the call talking about it in Charlotte. And I just felt like I didn't have enough. Now, mind you, in my previous life, I would host 200-300 advisors on a call and own the room.
Yeah.
This
It's a little different.
shook me out my boots.
It's a little different.
And I saw that right before I was about to hop on. And I was like, oh, okay. All right, God, I see what you did. God is so intentional.
Fire.
So what you're doing is you're walking into, when you have those examples, that's just confirmation to keep walking.
Nah, for real.
You'll look back on this in 6 months and be like, that girl was right.
I hope so. I hope you are a prophetess.
I don't think so. I don't want to be no prophet because they be getting it wrong. I think the arrogance, once you call a couple of things and it be right, they get a little arrogant. That's right.
You can ride with it. That's true.
I want to just impart good things into people. I try to leave good things with people and let what our time and experiences stand.
Yeah.
That's really what I try to do.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Well, London, I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming.
It's been fun.
Y'all, let them know where they can find you.
Oh, sorry. On IG, London Lovie, LONDONLOVIE. And you can also find Pure Fuel on Instagram at Pure Fuel Sport.
Big shout out to Pure Fuel. Appreciate y'all powering this episode. Hey, Champagne Convos. Cheers. We'll catch y'all next time.
Bye.